U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Minnesota Vikings. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Stop made there by Brian Asamoah. This defense for the Vikings, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go to Barkley again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And when the defense wins and gets up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways. But you're right, they want to run their offense through him.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Jones, sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Daniil Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about...
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of the game has a mental image of how they expected to go. And I think that was exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control. And that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there. Turned the ball over. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. The Vikings at 9-5 now on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Now Hall looking to throw on second down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. That is caught. And he's brought down. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver that has taken. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Off the play fake. Hall. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Cook following the penalty, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Back to throw. Hall. Finding Fournette on the slant. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the U.S. C-man Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Barkley on first down, running into a wall as he stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35. So the interception there. And Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Hall now, off the play fake. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson.
That might be exactly what they need to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And just in general, Charles, with a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect it, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Joseph is good. So a conservative decision there, but the guys put it on the board.
The players hate it, the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, an interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones eluding the pressure right. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Jones. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock at 24 seconds to go in this first half. So Jones off, Graham Gano out here for the New York Giants field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Hall on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach, said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Hall. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's out to his running back, Fournette. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second down, Cook. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Hall from the gun on 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Greg Joseph for the Vikings field goal on 23-yard attempt.
Joseph's got it, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room of intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Jones throw complete here to Waller. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Byron Murphy there on the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So this offense moving the ball around, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now, potentially, a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
To throw it is Hall. On play action. Rolling to his left. Hawkinson crossing the middle and bringing it in.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get into him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more, but this is an excellent opportunity.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Giants. Darren Waller, 75 yards. And the Giants have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays, give us a break, back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after going up 6 the last time out.
And frankly, it's just a bad news in real ways because you're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this turns into a nice game with a slide at the end. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Hall setting up the screen for Cook. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Taken down back at the 49-yard line.
Now Hall to throw on second down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake. Hall. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Back to throw. Hall. And that is incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well. Every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
The kick by Joseph is good, and that'll bring it back with so we thought field goals was not back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Running again with Barkley on second down. 40 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Daniil Hunter getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
But his linebackers just having one of those days where everything he does is working. I think you got to get a running back in there to help block, double team him, do whatever. Because right now, he's having a ball. Multiple sacks in this one. That one, the quickest.
Throwing on second and long. Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. Steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first, so that clock keeps rolling.
It's been a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And this returnable for Rager.
A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off play action. Hall. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the middle with Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Again, it's Cook. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. 3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. All the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 70 yards rushing now for Cook, and this is a 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings! Leonard Fournette, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Charles, what a big drive late in the fourth quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the fourth quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they'll just make a change on defense. Say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Here's Jones. And this is caught at the 8. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know This is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
It's complete, and he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Vikings take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. In motion, the tight end. They'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly.
Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Giants, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.